Y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with, what he look like, what he sound like. Y'all don't know nothing about God, and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child. To be honest,
it's time to just say what it is, so that you can stop being embarrassed and harboring that guilt. I literally spoke what I saw because I was in shock.
Because they were in denial about his illness. Many people were concerned about Crohn Jr.'s health and noticed that he hadn't improved much since she decided to remove him from social media. Holding her kid, who is almost 2 years old, Crohn recently appeared at a church event, requirements and believed that his problems would clear themselves on their own. But she couldn't have been more wrong. Well, physician who watched his video stream live on X just confirmed what most people had suspected all along, okay? Junior may never be able to speak again until they attempt significant support to cope with his developmental difficulties. And to make matters worse, Blueface's mother blamed Crohn for her son's behavior. The situation has been disregarded ever since Crohn formally exposed him to the public. Where she streamed her birth, people weren't really paying attention when she raved on Instagram about how flawless he appeared in every manner after returning from a month-long absence. The newborn lacked hand-eye coordination and the ability to move his head. But what really shocked folks was when they heard him scream like a cat, and Crow was working hard to make it seem as though nothing was wrong. But when Chrisean went live to defend getting a tattoo of Blueface on her face, her son immediately began screaming in the background, and everyone could tell that something wasn't quite right. Only when the food and spoon were close enough to him, by which time he was 8 months old, did he actually react to them. Why doesn't an 8-month-old want to grab food when they see it? Why didn't he react the way other babies do when they see food surrounding them? When she uploaded a second video of herself feeding him, people were taking to her comments to criticize. Her drinking and smoking while she was the outcome of bearing him was his condition. A single person stated, "Chrisean Rock is in denial when it comes to Junior. He isn't reaching milestones. He should have enough strength to support his head and chest while lying on his tummy. He also doesn't cool or smile." After seeing the comment, Crohn became furious and shouted at people, claiming it was just hate speech. People began to speculate that Crohn Jr. had Crohn, a hereditary disorder unrelated to the drinking and smoking that Crohn was doing for no apparent reason. Instead of genuinely celebrating a child's growth, another commenter claimed that the milestones were made up to stroke a parent's pride. How is that logical? Yes, it would be satisfying to watch your child achieve certain goals, but you are all aware of the amount of effort required to conceive and raise a child. According to experts, these benchmarks also help parents understand where their kids are at. If your child isn't reaching specific milestones at the predicted age, you may readily discover developmental issues and take appropriate action. Online comments: Crohn's son had a small skull, big low-set ears, a flat mid-face and small eyes with folds in one corner, all the outward symptoms of fetal alcohol syndrome. It could have been an infant's alcohol withdrawal, or it could have been impolite speech that caused his high-pitched sobbing. It has also been noted that when he is photographed, his pupils seem white. Instead, it was red, which would mean that his eyesight was impaired. But Chrisean didn't care and pleaded with everyone to stop trying to diagnose her child. She claimed that after taking him to the doctor, everything was all right.
Diagnosed my baby on the internet. My baby is healthy. They would have told me he had syndrome. He's healthy, bro. Just because that picture wasn't that cute doesn't mean I could diagnose my baby on the internet.
Capturing every aspect of her child's existence with careful care. And if she had ever taken him to the doctor and everything had been okay, she would have surely posted it online to condemn her detractors. But Blueface, who I should also add is a terrible mother, has been reprimanded by Croc for postponing their son's hernia surgery because she claimed to have additional steps to take till the circumstances deteriorated following Blueface's outburst. She took Junior to have surgery, and she immediately blogged about how rapidly he was recovering while he was to refute the allegations that her baby was not getting better. Sean posted a video showing him trying to walk at the age of 1 year. Nevertheless, it just demonstrated that everyone's been trying to urge him to do things that we had never seen him do before. Like walk, talk, hold a spoon, laugh, or do anything else that's appropriate for a 1-year-old at this age. And people started criticizing her for her old best friend Janet fanned the flames by suggesting that Crow is genuinely unaware about Junior's need for help and that she merely desires a child to keep her bond with Blueface intact.
Are in denial of stuff. It's like you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually.
Crone finally decided to avoid her son's attention and quit, sharing about him on social media after getting a lot of backlash. This was, I think, the nicest thing she has done in a long time. But when she took her son to church to release her most recent tune, people were shocked to learn how little he had changed. Children are highly engaged in their environment at this point in their lives, and he was there doing nothing. Remember that people are not upset with him because he is nearly 2 years old. His inability to people are most incensed by the fact that he is a victim of his environment and was born into a situation where all we saw his parents doing was a lot of poisonous, odd, and immature things that led to an unplanned pregnancy for 2 people. We have seen Cash online threatening to have an abortion and neglecting to take care of herself during her pregnancy, so she didn't even want the baby. At first, her refusal to take any action to help her son and her continued denial testified to the fact that Blue's mother, Clarissa, has repeatedly stated that the child does, in fact, have a problem doesn't help, nor does the immaturity and the unfortunate circumstances their boy was born into. Crow has never been a favorite of Clarissa's, who may have transferred some. She remarked that even with all of that energy and aggression, it's heartbreaking to see Junior in this situation when there were so many other possibilities.
It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh God.
And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, you ain't. I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked at his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt.
All of them witnessed her drinking and smoking as like she didn't care. And now that it's all come to this, she doesn't want the publicity that would ensue if she admitted that what everyone has been saying is true, because she would have to take responsibility for her actions if she did otherwise.
I said she drank, and because I hear the cry and I see what y'all see, I do feel like there could be some type of neurological problem. I do see that. I'm not blind and I'm not dumb. I'm not fixing to play blind or.
And people surely don't have many good things to say about Crone Sr. after seeing Crone Jr. in this situation. She should quit being the victim because she ruined her child who didn't choose to be a victim. With this one stupid financial decision, a child was born into this chaotic situation. And it is regrettable that they were ever involved in it. I'm sorry for him. What makes people wonder if Croc's boy has special needs? Because she smoked during her pregnancy and Zeus caught her doing so. She wasn't ready to give birth. Unfortunately, the baby suffers because of her negligence. It's her son, not herself, that I feel sad for. She is obviously in a lot of pain on the inside, and I think she knows she is accountable for his shortcomings. But she won't accept the reality about as a new mother. Cash is going through a lot right now. She knows she is to fault for his behavior, so she will continue to pray that he gets better. It is a major red flag if a baby is still unable to walk, talk, or even babble beyond 20 months. We can only hope that she has her son assessed and gives him all the chance, love, and support he needs to make it through whatever he may be going through, even when there is no one around to provide advice. What do you think of this, though? Tell us about yours. There will be more videos in the future. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments section. I'll see you at the following one. Goodbye!